Well, hello there. Hey, everybody. It is yours truly, Dr. Shamika Dean, back with another stilettos. I messed that all up. Back with another toe stomping and stilettos video. I got it. That was it right there. But yeah, y'all come on in, come on in, come on in. Y'all know when I get here on this camera that it's about to get real. Okay, it's about to get real. So if you are new to me, thank you so much for tuning in to this broadcast for the very first time. If you're new here, and if you are a replayer, thank you so much for continuing to allow me to step on your toes and stilettos. Okay, but yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. If you don't know who I am the number one profit strategist for online business owners and service providers. And what I do is I help my clients to build six-figure salaries by creating scalable systems. I am the CEO of Shamika Dean Enterprises, as well as the creator of Next Level Business Academy. So basically, when people come to me, I help them turn their idea into income, their courses into currency, their purpose into profit, all of that good stuff. And I help them to do that through my signature strategy called the Cash Before Creation strategy. That belongs to me. Yeah. So because my goal, my motto is, if you cannot prove the profitability of it, then we're not going to create it, right? We're going to prove the profitability of it first. And then I'll show you how to turn that thing into currency. So as you're tuning in, make sure you comment. Let me know where you are tuning in from. Hey, Stephanie. So shout out your city. Let me see. I like to see where people are tuning in from when they come into these live videos of mine. And I'm going to go and share this real quick. So give me just a second. I'm going to share. Give me just a second. Hey, from Marion. All right, from Spring Hill, North Carolina, number 99 in the house. Hey, Melody from Phoenix City, Alabama. Hello. Yes, so thank y'all so much for tuning in to this broadcast. So what we're going to be talking about today is pricing. Hey, from Brinkley, Arkansas. We're going to be talking about pricing. And I want you to share this broadcast, and I want you to share this broadcast with the caption, "It's not your product, it's your pricing." So I need you to share that and share the broadcast with that caption. "It's not your product, it's your pricing." And tag all of your friends. Let them know. Come on in. If you know anyone else who's struggling to price their products or put the price on their products, or they're struggling to bring in currency in their business, then I want you to tag them in this video. And again, share and invite others to join us. Hey, Miss Mona. Hey, Rebecca. Hello. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this video, because again, I want you to understand something. And I pulled my notebook out today. So that's when you know it's real. When Shamika Dean starts writing in the notebook, oh, it's about to go. It's about to get real. Okay. But again, number one is not your price, it's not your product, it's your pricing. So have you ever wondered why this is the real reason that they are paying them and not you? Who am I talking about? The people that you see that are doing what you're doing. And or even if you've invested in courses and you're just like, I paid this for this, I give more than this in a 30-minute session to my clients, right? And so you've had that moment where you're like, why in the world are people paying them and they're not paying me when we offer similar products? And I can clearly see that I'm bringing just as much value. You're not comparing yourself, but you're simply saying I bring just as much value as they do, or whatever the case may be. But again, you're not getting paid, but they are. Right? But I'm here to tell you today what a whole lot of people may not tell you is that it's not the product, it's your pricing. One of the things that would directly hinder The profitability of your product or service is your pricing. Somebody type pricing in the comment section. It will hinder your profitability if you do not properly price your product or service. All of this has to do with your marketing strategy, which is why I'm hosting my Map to Millions Marketing Intensive on September 26th. If you have not enrolled in that, you need to secure your spot because spots are limited. But I'm going to be sharing my six-figure strategies with you all in that course that has helped my clients bring in clients in less than 30 minutes using my strategies that have helped stay-at-home mom become six-figure earners, that have helped people who are tapping into a whole new audience, are coming on the scene for the first time, be able to get people to pay them premium prices for their products or services, right? When they're just new on the scene. So again, it is not your product, it is your pricing. And so the way that you price your product or program says a lot about the value that people believe they are going to get, okay? Some of the prices that we get, it's like, oh my God, it's too good to be true. Then there are the prices that when people look at prices, they look at it and they perceive the value based on what it is they are paying for or what it is they're going to get. So your pricing also projects a perceived value. Okay, I'm going to say that again. Your pricing projects a perceived value. And so a lot of times people aren't paying you because they're looking for a certain quality of something. And because your price point does not align with the quality that they are looking for, that is why you're not getting paid. Okay. And so, again, I want you to share this video and say it's not your pricing. I'm sorry, it's not your product. It is your pricing. And I'm going to help you because this is why some of y'all are struggling with your pricing. Yes, pricing projects a perceived value. Okay. And so I want y'all to type that as well and share this video, but it does. It projects a perceived value. And so if you go and I'm going to help you to bring this truth into reality real quick. When you go to Dollar Tree and you pay $1 for something, do you project that the perceived value that it is worth $20? Do you project that it's worth $5? Do you project that it's going to last a long time? So I want y'all to answer that. Do you project that when you go to Dollar Tree and you spend $1 on something, does your mindset say, oh yeah, this is going to last me a good 5 years? Or do you automatically assume in your mind, this is not going to last long, but I can spare this $1, right? I can spare this $1. So, I can afford to lose this. That's what you're saying. When you go and you pay $1, you're like, you know what? I can afford to lose this $1. So if it doesn't work, fine. Right. But if you go and you spend $100 on something or whatever the case may be, if you go and you spend that money, you are going to expect it to do something differently. Right. Exactly. Okay. Exactly. So again, your pricing projects a perceived value. And so you're struggling in your salary, right? Because you're struggling in your salary because you literally are selling yourself short. You're struggling in your salary because you're selling yourself short. And you're looking to make a certain amount of money, but you haven't priced your products or service properly so that you can make the profit that you are looking for. Oh, so what happens is now you're praying, you're posting and praying, right? You post it and you're praying, Lord, please let them buy this. Please, Jesus, please, Lord, please, Lord. Just bless it, Lord. Put your hands on it, God. You said, whatever my hands touch shall prosper. So as my hands touch this keyboard and hit post, God, I decree and declare that you are going to touch the hearts of your people and their pocketbooks and their bank accounts so that they will pay me for this product or service, right? Okay. But here's the thing, you won't have to pay. You won't have to pray for that profit if you price it properly. People will pay you. But y'all ain't ready though. Share this video. Share this video. Share, share, share. And I want you to use the caption, pricing projects perceived value. Okay. Because literally it does. And that's why people are willing to pay. And this is why I tell people when someone comes to me and say they don't want to pay me, they won't pay me my prices. No, they will. They will. But a lot of you are pricing your products too low for your particular audience. And that's why you're not making any money. Because you're trying to make you're basing your prices on affordability versus accessibility. Oh, wow, Shamika. Yes, you are basing your prices on affordability versus accessibility. I do not make my prices affordable. I make them accessible. What do I mean by that? When I price it, I make sure that it is accessible to the person who is willing to invest at this level because I know the value and the results that they will get from applying what I am teaching them. When people implement my marketing strategies, I know that I have had clients to turn around after 30 minutes later and get 3 brand new clients for products for a program they haven't created yet, right? So I make sure that I price my products based on accessibility and not affordability. My mastermind is not affordable for everyone, but it is accessible to those who are prepared to pay at this level. It's accessible to them, right? And I don't hide my prices out of fear of running people off, because if it runs you off, it means you're not ready. And that's okay. Because when you are ready, you're going to come prepared with the revenue. Okay. So again, I don't make my prices affordable. I make them accessible. That's the difference in how I price my products or services. So again, share this broadcast with your friends. Share it, tag the people that you know who have been crying to you about nobody's buying their product or service. Tag them because they need to watch this video. Tag the persons who is making pennies while they are helping other people generate thousands of dollars. Tag them because they need to watch this video. Okay. So again, number one, here's what's happening. This is why they're paying them versus you, when you have the skills, the abilities, the wisdom, and all of that to help them get the same results or better results, but they're paying that person and not you. Number one, because you're pricing based on affordability versus accessibility. Okay. All right. And I say this often. I say, listen, my mastermind is not for the person who is pondering. It's for the people who are prepared. Okay. It is not for the person that I have to convince, because people that come to me have already done their research. They've seen the receipts and they know that I'm worth the revenue. So when they get on the call with me, they already know that I'm able to help them because they've seen someone else like them that I've been able to help them get the desired results that they're looking for. So I don't waste time on consultations trying to coach people for free, trying to convince them that I'm worthy of the revenue. I don't do that. Okay. When I get on a call with a person, I assess where you are and we can discuss if I believe that my program or my service is going to help you get the results that you say you want. All right. So again, number one, you price your products based on affordability versus accessibility. Now, if you're just tuning in, thank you. We're talking about, it's not your product, it's your pricing. That's why people are paying someone else instead of you. So number two, the reason why you're struggling to price your products is because you're still waiting on experience instead of charging for your expertise. Wait, I'm gonna say that one again because one of y'all got an earbud in one ear, so you're not really listening, to the whole thing. But I want to say it again. The another reason why you're struggling to get paid at that price, right? Um, is because you're still waiting on experience instead of charging for your expertise. So this is what you do. This is what this looks like. Because I'm going to help y'all, okay? This is what this looks like. What you do is you get flattered by people saying they want to pick your brain. It's like, oh, girl, come here, let me pick your brain. I got this idea. I want to pick your brain. Okay, so I want you to do this real quick, and I want you to share this video again. With this caption, I want you to write, you can pick my brain when you pay this invoice. Okay, I want you to share the video and use that caption. You can pick my brain when you pay this invoice. Okay. Here's why I say that. Because when people come to you for advice on a particular subject matter, that means that they have already perceived the value that your advice is going to give them, right? They already have perceived that you have enough expertise to provide a solution to them. So if they value you enough to pick your brain, then they should value you enough to pay that invoice. Okay? So again, I want you to share this video if you haven't already done so with the caption, you can pick my brain when you pay this invoice. Okay? And tag all your friends that are struggling and that are still out here praying for God to bless them and praying for clients, but they're doing everything for free. Tag them in this video because they need to see this. Because after they see this video, they will start charging people and they will stop waiting on experience and start charging people and start charging for their expertise. Okay. Because again, the value that they saw in you was indicated when they began to ask you if they could pick your brain. Thank you for sharing, Tina. They're not asking you if they can pick your brain if you don't have anything that they believe is going to help them. They're not. Okay. And so these are the things that I am going to be covering in my Map to Millions Mastermind Intensive on September 26th. And I'm going to put that link in here because some of you all may just be tuning in and some of you all may have to hop off and hop back on. So I'm going to put the link in there so you can secure your spot for that. We have a few slots left. And so that's your opportunity to get in on there, because what I'm talking about today is exactly what I'll be covering to help you with inside of the intensive. All right. So the next thing is the reason why you're not getting paid and someone else, right, is getting paid, like they're paying them and not you, is because mentally you're not ready for the responsibility of that type of money. Uh-oh. That one stepped on a lot of toes, right? Mentally, you are not ready for the responsibility of that type of money, because what happens is the reason why you're really not charging what you could be charging is because there is a different level of responsibility that comes when you start charging thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. There's a different level of responsibility that comes with it, right? And so what happens is you immediately start to question yourself and start doubting your ability, and you start saying, nobody's going to pay me that type of money. But here's another thing that's going to gut check a couple of you. The reason why you're like, nobody's going to pay you that type of money is because you are not willing to invest that type of money in yourself. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. See, I always teach that investment in oneself is an internal belief system. See, investment is all about what you believe what you believe about yourself. You have to believe that you're worth the investment. You have to believe that you're going to put in the work so that you can get a return on the investment. You have to believe that you have to understand that you are responsible of the investment so that you can get a return on the investment. And so when you're not willing to invest at a certain level within yourself, asking someone else to do it makes you feel like a fraud, right? It makes you feel like a fraud because you're asking someone to do things that you're not willing to do for you first. Okay. And so, so again, you're not mentally ready for that, for the responsibility of that type of money. And I've done it. I've gone through that. The first time somebody paid me 5 figures, I was just like, oh Lord, Jesus. Now, God, I increased this price, but am I really able to do it? How do I know I can help this person? Oh my God, what if I can't help them? Oh my God, what if they get upset? Oh my God, what if they don't get the results? And I had to understand and completely take myself out of the equation as far as being responsible for their results. I'm responsible for giving them the strategy. They are responsible for implementation. And in business, it's sometimes, even with all of the doing everything that you know to do, if you're not getting results, you have to ask yourself, what's going on mentally? What is the mental block that's stopping me from getting these results, right? And so, again, that's another reason why so many people refuse to increase their prices, because the fear, oh my God, I can't charge somebody that, right? Because number one, I haven't invested that amount in myself. I'm not willing to invest that amount in myself, right? And so then what happens is we go through all of these reasons of justification. So we begin to justify why we wouldn't pay that amount of money, right? We'll justify, we'll say things like, well, I don't know if it's going to work. Well, you've seen it work for them. You've seen it work for their clients. You've done your research. You've seen the receipts. So it works. The problem is, you're not willing to do the work, right? So it's not a matter of if it will work. It's a matter of, am I willing to do the work? Okay. So there's that. And then you'll say things, well, people are out here scamming, and so how am I supposed to know it's legit? If it was a scam, why would you be following them? Why would you be listening to them? Why would you because you had to spend enough time, right? To gather enough information for you to even come up with the mentality that it could be a scam. So you probably ran across a video like this. You probably signed up for one of their freebies, right? You got on their email list to get, one of their freebies or something like that. And so here's the thing. You either don't have any intentions on investing anyway, and so you're just trying to get what you can get for free. Like, I've had people to tell me, well, I didn't invest in a coach because I come to your live videos and I get all kind of jewels dropped, And I'm like, I said, but you do understand that getting the value, because this is definitely value. So I'm not giving you fluff. I said, but you do understand that not investing in yourself is like looking at a picture of food and trying to replicate the recipe. Like, that's literally what you're doing, because that's what happens when you sign up for a lot of free stuff, and you're getting all this free stuff, but you don't have real instructions for implementation. So you don't really know what to do. You have the framework, but you don't have the formula, because you're on the outside looking in, trying to get what you can get for free because you think you're getting over. But what's really happening is you're getting left behind. And so while you could have invested in my Map to Millions marketing intensive, yes, I'm going to pitch it and I'm going to put it in the link again. While you could have invested, but you say, no, I'm just going to keep trying to get all these free strategies and implement that, and then I'll invest. But you're not making any money, right? You're not making any money yet. So you're not ever going to be able to invest until you start investing, right? And so you're trying to get all that you can for free, but you literally cheat yourself and you stay behind because you're literally only getting the framework, but you're not getting the formula. And that's what I tell people. I said, listen, yes, I'm giving value, and I'm giving y'all parts of the formula even now as I'm doing this video. But if you really want to increase your funds and you really want to maximize your earning potential and increase your profit margin, you are going to have to invest in yourself. That's the reality. You're going to have to invest in yourself. Okay. But again, that even with that, that's the difference between you making thousands of dollars per month and you making tens of thousands of dollars per month. So there is always a difference. And you can tell people who are investing and also implementing, because I'm not talking about the information hoarders where you go and you get a course, or you go and you invest in a program, you get the information, but you don't implement. And then you say, well, I don't know what to do. I'm stuck. You're not stuck. You just settled. You settled for satisfying the guilt of investing. You satisfied, you're not stuck, you settled. You settled by satisfying the guilt of investing, but you still fail to implement. I've had clients like that as well in the past. I don't attract those clients anymore because I'm very clear that I don't work with information hoarders. I work with people, with implementers, right? I work with the people who are going to implement, because you don't do me any good if you're not implementing and getting results. So I'd rather go and work with someone who's going to invest and implement, right? So yeah, you're not stuck. You're just settling. You're settling for satisfying the guilt of investing, but failing to implement. So you're an information hoarder who fails to implement. I've seen it time and time and time again. And so that's why when I get people in my intensives, my masterminds, my one-on-ones, when I get in them, they're at a different level of ready to implement, because they tried the other things. They know that all those other things don't work. They know that. And so now they are ready. They're like, okay, boom, I'm ready. I know when I come to Shamika, I'm going to have to do some work. I'm going to have to put in some work, right? And so they're ready. So that's why I appeal to a different audience. So when people come to me, I don't have to worry about if people are going to implement. They may get frustrated. They may get in there and something may happen. But guess what? That's why working with me at that level is so beneficial, because I'm able to get them unstuck fairly quickly. Okay. So again, we're talking about, it's not your product, it's your pricing. So again, pricing is the perceived value of your pricing projects the perceived value of your product or service. So that means that the price point in which you price something is going to tell your audience that about how much this is really worth, about how much quality that they think they're going to get out of it, right? Thank you. Yes, thank you. Continue to share the broadcast. And so that's why your pricing, if it's not done properly, it will literally directly affect the profitability of your product or service. So you have to make sure that you are pricing that thing the right way. Okay. Another thing is, here's another excuse, excuse me, that I've also seen people use when they say, well, nobody's paying me, nobody's paying me. No, it's just that you're appealing to the wrong audience. So you're trying to attract an audience, or you're trying to cater to someone you're not called to. And because you're doing that, you're literally pouring out all this value into people who do not perceive the true value of what you are giving them. And so while you think people just don't want to pay you, is not that. You're probably on the wrong platform, promoting or positioning yourself in front of the wrong people. And that's why you're not getting the money. That's why you're not getting paid. It has absolutely nothing to do with people not wanting to pay you. Okay. Are you talking to the right people is the question. And again, all of that has to do with your audience. So for example, one of my brand new clients in my mastermind program, she was putting her product out there. She was basically making pennies for what she was putting out there. And I'm looking at it. I'm like, how much time are you spending with them? Okay, what's the price point? How much you've made, da, 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 da. So we go and she shows me what she's done. And I said, your pricing and the perceived value are not in alignment. So that's why you're making pennies, like literally you're making pennies. So what we're going to do is we're going to change and restructure your pricing and your packaging. We're going to restructure that. And guess what? She already had got a new client. We had her call, and 2 weeks later, she had a new client at a higher price point, the highest that she's ever charged for a product or service. But in 2 weeks, she shifted with her pricing and her packaging. And guess what happened? She attracted that client into her business. And this was someone she didn't know. So while she thought, I need to go find my audience, no, we just helped her to position herself properly. And it attracted that audience to her. Right? So if I was still positioning myself and my pricing was still at the point that it was, I wouldn't even have her as one of my clients. But when I shifted, guess what happened? Boom, everything shifted. So she was ready to play bigger. And guess what? Her clients were already looking for her. That audience was already waiting on her. And so that's why you see people struggling. They're like, well, I'm not getting paid. I'm not getting paid. I know I have this value. Do you really know you have the value? Because if you did, your prices would align with that. Uh-oh. Do you really know your value? Because if you did, your prices would align with that. And do you believe? That's another thing. You may know it, but do you believe it? Uh-oh. You may know it, but do you believe it? Because knowing and believing are two completely different things. You can know me all day, but it doesn't mean you believe in anything I'm saying, or you believe anything I'm saying. But you know me. You know that's Dr. Shamika Dean. You know that's the #1 profit strategist. You know that she has helped her clients bring in 20K months. You know that she has helped her clients go from being a stay-at-home mom to 6-figure business earners. You know that she's helped her clients win pageants and gain TV show appearances with our marketing strategies. And these are not marketing geniuses. They don't know how to market, but they implemented the strategy that she gave them. And now they're on television. Now they're speaking. Their very first speaking engagements, they're speaking at colleges, and they're speaking to rooms of hundreds of people because of Dr. Shamika Dean's marketing strategies. So you may know that, but do you believe that? But if you've done your research, then you can see the receipts. So there's that. But again, do you believe in your product? Because that's two completely different things. So that is what is going on. That's why, again, people are paying this person and not paying you, because it's not about your product, it's your pricing. So you need to get your pricing in alignment, which has a lot to do with your audience, how you're attracting yourself. It has to do with knowing how to package your product. It has to do with you being clear on your client to know what their problems are, so that you'll know the problems that you're solving, and you know the value of said problems that you're solving. It has to also know about your knowledge of how pricing works psychologically as well, right? And what really is it that's making people buy? What is it about your messaging and your marketing that is making people say, no, I'm not going to do business with you, but I'm going to do business with that person over there? Because at the end of the day, pricing is about marketing. At the end of the day, your client is about marketing. At the end of the day, your messaging is about marketing. And if you do not know how to identify these key components, then you can put the price out there, but you still won't see profit. Okay. And that's why I'm doing the Map to Millions Marketing Intensive, because I want to help you with that strategy so that you can learn how to market like a mogul, so that you can stop posting and praying, so that you can stop comparing yourself to other people because they're making money that you could easily be making. And so that you can really be able to market and connect with your audience in a way that makes them hit that buy now button without question. Okay. So, the Map to Millions Marketing Intensive, again, I like to always acknowledge those who enroll while we're live. So I put the link in here. I put the link in the caption, in the comment section, so that you can go ahead and secure your spots. Again, there are limited spots for this because this is a 5K value that I'm literally I'm giving away pretty much for only $497. And so that's why I'm limiting the spots in this intensive, because I'm sharing with you some secret strategies and providing you with solutions that I give to my one-on-one, my mastermind, and my one-on-one clients. So we'll go over things like your audience attraction. We'll go over mapping out your message. We'll go over being clear about who your client is. A lot of you think you know who your client is, but you don't, because clarity leads to conversion. So you would be converting a lot higher if you knew who your client really was. Okay. And then we're going to talk about branding, because branding is also it's in alignment, direct alignment with your marketing message. Because if you don't know who you are and how to position yourself out here as the expert that you are, and you might be saying, well, I need more experience to become an expert. No, you become an expert when you're able to solve problems and solutions. That's what makes you an expert. It's not a timestamp on it. And a lot of you are counting yourself out and killing your profit because you are waiting on a time frame, a time stamp to declare you good enough to charge people premium prices. And many of you have been freeing your business to death. You've been giving away all these solutions and results for free. Yet you don't even know how you're going to make ends meet, because you're giving away everything for free when you literally could be charging people for the knowledge and expertise that you have. Again, if they're already in your ear, if they're already calling you, hey, set up the family reunion. Hey, can you set up this party? Hey, can you decorate over here? Hey, can you help me write this essay? Hey, I'm having this problem in my relationship, and, I just need some insight. But you find it flattering when people are picking your brain. And so, you're not sending that invoice, and that's why you're not getting paid. But again, this is your opportunity to get in on this Map to Millions marketing intensive. And if you're ready to play big, so you say, Shamika, I'm done with the marketing. I've already tried this, tried that. I really need some structure in my business. I really need to know how to scale my business, from sporadic to systematic income. And you're ready to work with me in a more of a one-on-one capacity, then this is your opportunity. I have one more slot for my one-on-one and 2 more slots for my mastermind. So if that's where you are and you say, you know what, I'm ready to invest at that higher level, and I'm going to tell you, it's not cheap. It's not. So it is a 5-figure investment. There are options, for you to get in, and it's not, everyone is not approved just because they apply. So if you're ready to play at that level, then I am going to go ahead and put that link in here as well, so that you can apply for that mastermind. Or and when we get on the call, if I say, hey, the one-on-one may be better for you, then that's fine. We can go over the options for that as well. But I put that link in there also, because I know some of you are just at that level where you're ready. You're like, Shamika, I've watched you enough. I've seen your receipts. I know what you can do, and I really want to work with you on that level. And so I put the link in there for you to apply. And again, just because you apply, it doesn't mean that you're automatically approved. You will get an email letting you know what the next steps are once your application is reviewed, because I don't just accept any and everybody into the program for various reasons. Everyone is just not ready, and that is perfectly okay. They're not ready. And so, but again, thank y'all so much for tuning in and continue to get your toes stepped on. If you are a replay watcher, make sure that you share this video with others. Tag all of your friends that struggle to build their businesses. They're not charging enough. They're giving away their services and products pretty much for free, because they're just saying things like, well, I just want to help people, or or they're just struggling to get clients. This video is for them. So again, make sure that you send them this video, tag them in this video so that they can watch this broadcast. But thank y'all so much for tuning in, and I'll talk to y'all again when I have something else to say. All right. Bye-bye.